Hopefully we are not live. We are. It is what it is. We are not even finished setting up yet. Gonna go here. Boop, boop. We'll do this. That's where we're at. What is this? Put you over there. How about this?
We're having you.
Yep, that's where we at with that. Check a couple more things. Where we at over here? Got that going. Not like that. Put that right there. Why is that doing that? That's fine. So anyway, we're gonna check out this video from Ashley. It's like, brace yourself. She chases a man who declines sex and refuses to be a gentleman. And let's see what happens.
Good to see you.
I know. Sorry, it's been about a month and a half.
Yes. How's everything?
It's not great.
Oh no.
Girl, I got dumped last week. I got dumped.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay, so when you came up here, the last time we saw you came up here when Coach Paul was up here. When it was like we had all the male panelists. And Pauline has lost a lot of weight, right? She's been on a huge level up journey. We all told her how beautiful she is. And at that moment, you were, I don't know if you were dating someone or you weren't. Yeah. But you weren't even talking about relationships at that point. We weren't even talking about relationships.
I wasn't. You have a great memory. I remember that panel. They were very helpful. I think I snuck on shortly thereafter because I called you from the car and I was like, guys, I'm nervous. I'm going on a date and he seems really serious. And at the time it had been 3 years since I was back, like had a boyfriend or anything like that. And so like this is about a month and a half ago. So I had that first date. And we met on Hinge and it went well. And then I saw him again, like maybe 3-4 days later. I had planned to come visit my family. I always drive out to Arizona. And I delayed my trip one day so I could go like meet him in downtown LA to see a play. So I was like, let me like make space to get to know this person a little bit better. So that went well. And then I saw him again like maybe 2 weeks later. And on our first date, I had told him about this coffee table I had in my house. And I was like, I've tried to fix this coffee table 3 times. Like, it's my arch nemesis. And he was like, oh, I can fix it for you. It'll take 10 minutes. And I was like,
Why'd you feel the need to even tell him about this coffee table that you had in your house? There's a story unfolding here. What? That's one of the first things that you presented to him. Because men, we are fixers. We are fixers and coffee table. Yeah. Let's continue with this manipulative, controlling, in the making person.
Noted, So then the next time I saw him, I was like, when are you going to fix this coffee table? And he came over and he fixed it.
And you're going to nag him about it.
This is great. I'm used to being independent. Like I said, had not dated or had a relationship in many years. And the idea of like a man or...
When women say they're independent, that just means they're being an adult. That's all that means. When they say they independent, that means they have their own residence that they pay for. They have their own vehicle that they pay for. I mean, like, they wear this independent thing. It's like a badge of honor. Whoop the fucking do. I've never heard a man say they're independent. If I do hear a man say he's independent, I pull him to the side. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. And then I'll give him this right here. I'll give him this, like right here. The fuck you talking about, you independent? You're supposed to be independent. What are you talking about?
Partner showing up and doing small big things to me was like a great sign. So he made out, we made out, and then
She gave up the cooch.
A week or so later, I was going out of town to visit a girlfriend, and I
She
told her what I just
gave
told
up
you
the
guys. And she's
cooch.
like, "Wait a second, are you like boyfriend and girlfriend?" She's like, "You need to text him right now." I was like, "Okay." So I texted him, and we confirmed we were boyfriend and girlfriend. So I was gone for like 2 weeks on that trip. So we were like texting kind of back and forth, which I guess is a strain to be early in a relationship and apart. So then I was
Wait
really
a
excited to come
minute.
back, and I got back.
Wait a minute. Why are you shiny? Shiny. I got some shiny for you. If you know anything about the movie Moana. Shiny. What is this? Please don't let this be a trend. Women, don't come out here and start putting Vaseline all over yourself and all this type of stuff. Who told her this was a good look? Shiny is not it. That's just not it.
Maybe a week and a half ago, and he was like, "I'm excited to see you. What do you want us to do?" And I said, "Oh, are you gonna cook me dinner in your house?" And he was like, "I would love to do that." So I was like, "This is great. He's tall, he cooks, he's smart, perfect."
You're
And then things kind
manipulative.
of fell apart. So
Your voice
I
is
had not-
annoying
I
as
just
fuck.
downloaded the T app. Thank you to whoever said that. I just downloaded it. We did kiss. So I get to his house, and it's about an hour drive, which feels normal for LA. And I was like, "This is fine."
This lady sounds like a demon. She sounds like a demon. Straight from the left side of Satan's brow. She sounds like a demon. But let's let this farce continue.
I'm okay with it. We're committed to just getting to know each other right now. And before
If you
that,
already gave up the
Googled,
cooch.
like, what does a house look like? I hadn't been to that part of the city before, so I wanted to make sure.
What is
so
this?
I get there, I park, and I go knock on the door, and I leave like my overnight bag in the car along with this gift of.
Oh, wait, so you drove an hour
Wait.
to his house
Yes.
with an overnight bag? Like, I'm trying not to say anything, Pauline, because I want you to get to the
Oh
story.
no!
There's so many questions.
Oh, I'm
Pauline.
sorry. What do you want me to do? Stop talking?
No, you're fine. You can okay. It just sounds like we stop. We're just gonna put a pin in it for a second. But from the
I'm going to
beginning-
stop. I'll stop.
Yeah, I just feel like from the beginning, you're the initiator. You're reaching out. You're being accommodating.
You're a
And
demon.
it doesn't sound like he was ever really chasing you.
He did a little bit,
No, he didn't.
but I guess not enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you stayed an extra day. You reached out to him again after 2 weeks. You said, "Oh, my table." You said, "Oh, okay, well, I drive to you. Are you a good cook?" And then you drove to his house. It's like he's not putting in enough effort.
Hold on. She did. Ashley, you missing the whole point again. This is from a woman's standpoint. We're talking this, that, and the other, and you show up at my place. I don't give a fuck how far you drove. If we haven't discussed these things prior, You show up at my place with an overnight bag. At this point in the conversation, or whatever these two people are talking about, these two ladies, the men don't know you got an overnight bag. Did y'all discuss this prior? Again, when women talk to each other, y'all miss everything. Y'all miss everything. She just glossed over the part to where she showed up with an overnight bag. And we did not discuss these things prior. Showing up with an overnight bag is shocking to me. But let's see where this goes.
For it to show that he's really into you. Not saying he wasn't, but it wasn't enough effort. And I think too soon to be that close in proximity or in your home.
That's not even a point.
Change the table, you know?
Yeah. Okay, lesson learned. Somebody said she made him chase the coffee table. Drag me, chat. Drag me. So
you get to his house and you leave your overnight bag.
I have like my overnight bag and a gift of things that I bought for him when I was traveling around.
Oh no, demon.
And I knock on the door. He opens the door. I'm like, oh, I wasn't sure that I was in the right place because it didn't look like on Google what it looked like in real life. And this is where things like kind of went left. And he was like, no, like, oh, and I was like, okay, like give him a little kiss. We haven't seen each other in a couple of weeks.
No.
And then I say, oh, can you help me like get my bag out of the car?
What? Another
So
bag?
I walk over to the car. He gets the bag, and he doesn't say anything about it at that point. Mind you, this man is like.
So we're up to 2 bags. And he doesn't say anything. Well, I mean, he's still trying to figure out what the fuck going on. Hadn't seen each other, and you just immediately go up to him and kiss him. The whole time, I'm looking like this, like, you got a bag. You want me to help you with another bag, another form of control manipulation that this demon is doing. This is what men think. And if you look at Ashley, she don't see nothing. As a man, I'm scared. And the reason I'm scared is I'm automatically thinking, if this lady feel I crossed her in some type of way, I don't know what she's capable of. At this point, of course, the man is still, he trying to figure this out. And I mean, she's a nice looking lady. You still want to hit. So you got all these conflicting things in your brain. And the fact that she's a demon, she gonna be a piece in the bed. She is gonna be fireworks in the bed. And we gotta wrestle with that. And she got bags. So we automatically know it's on. But then this other part, this demon part. And I'm sure in phone conversations, if he was paying attention, this demon part would have came out. He just probably glossed over it because she's a nice looking lady. Her voice though. Ugh. Look, I can only talk to you in 5-minute spurts because your voice would just make me want to go to the bathroom like I ate some greens or something. So just 5 minutes and we can talk. Hang up. When I get out of the bathroom, I'll call you back. 5 minutes more. Ugh.
I'm 5'8". I'm like 150 pounds, so not like LA small, but I'm not 6'4", you know, this big, tall, strong man. So he brings the bags in.
What that got
He's
to
cooked
do
us
with
dinner,
it?
which I think is really sweet. And then at a certain point, we're now like sitting on the couch talking after dinner, okay? So he says we're like cuddled up, and he says to me, this isn't a deal breaker, but I want to talk to you about something that happened earlier. And in my head, I'm like, what could this be? And he says, when you asked me to like help you get your bags out of the car, he's like, was that a test?
Yes,
And I did
it
not know
was
how
a
to
test.
respond. I was a little bit shocked. And I said, no, I just wanted help. And also there was like a bag of gifts in there for him, right? And I was like, wait a second, because I'd just been.
And then with the gifts, that's another sign of a demon. Like, why are you buying me things, and why are you buying me gifts? I mean, I never ask you for anything. A man is not really gonna ask a woman for anything, but it's this other thing is that you will know where a woman's heart is, where she put her money at. So the fact, and then there's another conflict. She actually spent money on me, so maybe I mean something to her a little bit, but is it too soon? Is it too fast? This demon, she's trying to do this brick by brick. This is what she's doing.
Traveling everywhere, and I was like, wait a second, if you are with your partner, let's say you are at airport and you have she has like a very big bag, are you gonna like help her with the bag? And he was like, yeah, but you know, if it's like big, I'll like put it up there. And I was like, okay. So that kind of stuck out for me. So
did he have a gift for you?
No, girl, no. I know. Sorry. I know. I'm disappointing you and the chat. Sorry, guys. Okay, so then
You're
the night
not
goes
sorry.
on, and we do sleep in the same bed. Nothing like happens, right?
She said nothing happened. You came with 2 overnight bags. You drove an hour. You greeted him with a kiss. Nothing happened. All right. Believe that shit if you want to.
And I'm like,
Nothing happens, Pauline.
girl, nothing happens. Like, we make
Exactly.
out a little bit.
She
But he's
sucked
also
his
had like
dick.
a glass of wine, and so have I. And I remember we're like going from the living room to the bedroom and like kissing a little bit. And I'm like, oh, like I have a wardrobe change. Guys, I'm a Leo. You got to come prepared, okay? And he was like, I don't think I am up for that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, so you bought, I'm assuming, lingerie or something.
Yes, ma'am.
Pauline, you did way too much.
Stop.
You did not even do 25%, girl. Gift,
I know.
lingerie, haven't spoke to him in weeks.
I know.
Pauline.
I'm making all the mistakes. Okay, so now we're like,
She don't care.
trying to sleep. Nothing happens. We're like talking mostly. Then we fall asleep, and this man is like tossing, turning all night. But he's a former athlete, and he's like, "Oh, I have like arthritis." And I was like, "Oh."
He's tossing and turning because he know he has a demon in his bed, and on top of that, he's not used to having anyone sleep. And you're pretty much imposing. You're imposing at this point, right? So again, all the things that's going on in his brain. If he puts you out at this point, he don't know what you're capable of. This man is fucking scared. It's what it sounds like to me. Because you can say at any point, he did this to me, he did that to me. You got your cell phone, you can call 911, you can say this, you can say that. And because you would present as a white woman, we don't know what this guy is, but it doesn't matter. He's a guy. Even though, believe all women in the Me Too movement, that thing is fading. Still, there's still remnants of it. They're gonna believe the woman first. And this man, I'm telling you, this man in his brain, he got all type of shit going on. All type of shit going on with this one right here. Sounding like a mouse.
Okay, I completely understand that. And I'm just like curled up as small as possible on the side of the bed. Okay, so the next day comes along, and
Wait, so it sounds like he didn't even want you in the bed. That's what I'm feeling.
well, that's
he
exactly,
did
you're
not.
exactly right. This man did not want me in the bed.
No, he
That's
didn't.
exactly what my stepmom said when I told her. So the next day comes along, he's cooking us breakfast, and we're like making conversation, and I leave. But as I'm leaving, he makes like a little light joke about the suitcase, because that's like our first little argument, right? So I leave, make it home. He goes down to some conference in another city. I'm checking in with him, like, how did it go at the conference? How was your presentation? All of this stuff. And I know when he comes back in town, and then I don't hear.
She says she's checking in with him. No, she's incessantly texting him. It's a text thread, and it's gonna go on until he kills it. But ladies, listen. Men, we really don't like to talk. We don't. We're gonna talk as much as it takes to get in your panties. And then an enlightened man, we're today, it wasn't this way years ago. We're still gonna be very, very cautious. We pay attention to everything. Everything. So she says she's checking in with him. How was your conference? This, that, and that. No, it was a text thread. Men, I'm sure he was coming back with 1, 2, 3 word answers. It was great. You know, thanks for caring or some shit like that. But that's it. We don't want to be talking. We don't want to be texting incessantly. We don't want none of that shit. We want you to be present, but we don't need you to be around as much. That's just what it is. We love you, but we don't like y'all. We just don't. Cause y'all, this is an example of overbearing, annoying, you're imposing. You're probably the worst of all of them, and you're cute. So then the conflict continues. Then you probably give good head, great head, as a matter of fact, looking at them lips. And when you're a demon, the head is crazy. You taking all of it, and I mean to the end. You taking all of it, and you're not gonna bat an eye. We know that, and she knows that.
From him for 2 days. Okay. And a week ago, last Friday, I get a text message from him that made my blood like run cold, and it was like, "Hi Pauline, sorry for the silence. I've been doing a lot of thinking. Let me know when you're available to chat." I felt like I was in the getting called to the principal's office. I was like, there's no good coming out of someone saying we need to talk, okay? So at the time, I'm like, I get the text, I'm driving to Arizona to come spend time with my family there. So we schedule a time a few hours in the future. So the time goes by, now I'm like safely parked at a rest stop outside my destination, and he calls me, but he doesn't FaceTime me. Like before, when I was
okay.
FaceTime me. But now he's just calling me on the phone, okay? And this whole time driving, I knew this was gonna be like the breakup call. Mm-hmm. And I had a suspicion he was gonna bring up this suitcase, okay? So he's like, I wanted to talk to you because I had some time to think this over, and I don't think I can continue forward in the relationship. 2 things came up for me, and I was like, okay. I'm curious to hear like what those 2 things are. And the first thing he mentioned was,
you're a demon.
Chemistry. Okay. And I was like, okay. And the second thing that he mentioned was, it sounds like you want a man to play a certain role in your life. And I was like, not the laugh emojis in the chat, guys. And I was like, okay. And he was like, there's been 2 times where you told me you basically like want a man to, and the first thing you said was bring you a cup of coffee. And that was like off the story I mentioned earlier of a time I was working 80 hours a week. I was visiting my best friend in Houston, and she was pregnant. It was her first baby shower.
Let's see, before she go any further, this is some manipulative type shit. Y'all, the women, y'all looking at this shit like, oh, that's nothing. No. This is some manipulative type shit. But let her continue. The story is going. But I saw this shit from the first 10 words that this lady said. She's manipulative. She's a demon. And the minute she feels crossed, she will make your life miserable. Oh my gosh. And this is the reason why a man, it does not take us long. We're gonna put you in a certain category. You're gonna be a wife / long-term partner or everything else. And it's because y'all women have done this. Y'all have made us men open our eyes to see this type of shit from one conversation. And then one will say, well, give her a chance, this, that, and the other. No, a chance to fuck your life up? No, not at all. A man has much more to lose in a relationship, marriage, long-term partnership, and actually in a casual interaction. A man has more to lose than a woman.
And I remember being upstairs, and then her husband, my best friend's husband, brought me like a cup of coffee, brought her a cup of coffee, brought me a cup of coffee. I had said nothing to this man. I just met him. And I remember like thinking like how sweet that he would do that, you know? And I told this man that story. So that's like an act of service, right? So that's what he mentioned. He's like,
no, that's planting the seed. That's planting the seed as to, I'm gonna need you to do that for me in the future so I can further manipulate you and demasculate you. And then when I get you in my claws, I am going to pounce. And then all of a sudden, when you push back, it's gonna be like, well, why are you acting like that? It's gonna be shocking to her.
you want a man to bring you a cup of coffee. And he's like, and you also, like, when you asked me to bring in your suitcase, it wasn't even heavy. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And girl,
makes sense to me.
He didn't like you. That's what it feels like. He did not like you. And I think you were in it, but he wasn't in it. He was not in. He was not in it. I don't think he was in it.
Actually, that's true. He didn't.
But he was tall. He was 6'4". He was so tall, Ash.
Demon.
Girl.
Demon.
And he was black. I was like, this is great. We have the same education. I only date people who look like me. I only date other black people. I love that we have that to talk about. You know.
But the thing is, I just feel like you chased him from the beginning.
Okay.
You didn't allow him to pursue you.
Okay.
If you think back, can you see that?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
After
Nope.
maybe the coffee table thing, that was good. You know?
Nope.
But yeah, I hear you.
See, here's where the kryptonite comes in. It's Ashley is asking this lady to take accountability for what she has done. Her part in this. She's not gonna take accountability. Nope. You're rarely gonna hear a woman say, I'm sorry, or yeah, I was wrong for doing that, without some type of qualifier or something like that. But let's see, because I know some of this is coming. Let's see.
I should not have gone to that man's house.
Yeah, and he should.
See, that's not accountability. I should not have gone to that man's house. That's no accountability whatsoever. What she should have said was, I should have not been a demon and assumed, and I should not have imposed, and I should not have brought 2 bags. Just a whole lot of shit. Just a whole lot of shit.
He never came to your house. I think you guys should have taken it a little bit slower.
Okay.
You
Ain't no you
And I want you
guys.
to be less accommodating
Okay.
moving forward. And I do understand a lot of the ladies, this is not just for you, Pauline. You know, want love, want a relationship, and you may come across someone who seems like a catch, but you have to allow them to chase you. You have to remember that you too are the prize.
Yeah. That's exactly what my best friend in Houston said.
Yeah.
So
you seem okay. You don't seem heartbroken, which is good.
I spent 2 days eating cereal. Okay, that's how much.
Demon.
That's my crash out.
Good cereal, not chocolate. Cereal.
Demon.
Trashy cereal. I talked to my family about it.
Demon.
And like I said, that was exactly 1 week ago when this happened. Exactly 1 week ago, like down to the time even. So I feel better about it. Disconnected him on all social media. Disconnected from like the dating apps. And, you know, I think you're right.
Ooh. Whoever this brother is, be thankful that you're not dealing with this demon. Bruh, I see all type of shit. This one right here, mentally unstable, unhinged. She will make your life a living hell. Make your life a living hell. Ooh. Bro, you escaped. And I'm glad you were enlightened enough to bring up certain things and, you know, have the conversation with her. Sent her a text to let her know, don't break up with her on text. Cause then that's just gonna allow her to sit there and think, and she's just gonna fester, and she's gonna do the greatest thing is you had the conversation with her, but then that wasn't good enough to her because he said he called me. He didn't FaceTime me. Like, FaceTime is like, you know, once you give them access to FaceTiming you, they take advantage of that shit. Then they checking up on you. Where you at? What you doing? This, that, and the other. That don't look like your background of your house. That don't look like the background of your job. All these type of things. Bruh, you escaped. Don't even. Cause I know she got some good. In the bed, she was a beast. Once she grabbed that scrunchie and tied that, she swung her hair around and tied that thing up. Oh, we know what time it was. And she went to town. And she was like, yeah, give that to me. I'm taking that. We know, bruh.
Moving forward, it will be.
And the thing is, Pauline, he probably saw you and was like, this is a beautiful woman. And then as he got to know you, he's like, why is this beautiful woman chasing me down? Is something wrong with her?
And she natural. Oh my, look at this freeze frame. That says a lot. That says a lot right there. But oh my goodness, this says a lot. If you know, you know.
Like, I had an idea of who she was when I met her or I saw her.
Yeah.
But why is she like bringing me gifts? Why is she so accommodating? Why is she driving an hour to see me?
True.
There has to be something's not right. That's what he's thinking.
Yep.
Okay.
She's fucking a.
So it goes back to knowing your worth.
Stop repeating myself.
Why does it always come back to that?
Because it does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Hold on. She's going to say, why does it always go back to that? Nah. Wow. What's this?
Like, I had an idea of who she was when I met her or I saw her.
Yeah.
But why is she like bringing me gifts? Why is she so accommodating? Why
Look
is
at
she
this.
driving an hour to see me? There has to be something's not right. That's what he's thinking.
Okay.
Look, what, look. So
it
calm.
goes back to knowing your worth.
So calm.
Why does it always come back to that?
Because it does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for your help. Thanks for
Oh. What the fuck was that? So she's calm. She's listening. What I was going back to that? Da! And then, okay, thank you. Is that not demonic? Is that not unhinged? Is that not whatever I'm feeling at this second can change at any second? Oh my goodness, that shit. I need to see that again. Hold on.
Like down to the time even. So I feel better about it. Disconnected him on all social media, disconnected from like the dating apps. And you know, I think you're right. Moving forward, it will be.
And the thing is, Pauline, he probably saw you and was like, this is a beautiful woman. And then as he got to know you, he's like, why is this beautiful woman chasing me down? Is something wrong with her? Like, I had an idea of who she was when I met her or I saw her.
Yeah.
But why is she like bringing me gifts? Why is she so accommodating? Why is she driving an hour to see me? There has to be something's not right. That's what he's thinking.
Okay.
So it goes back to knowing your worth.
Here it comes.
Why does it always come back to that? Ah!
Oh my gosh. Oh shit. If you don't think it's a big deal, so think about you sitting around someone to have a conversation and you're having a conversation with this person and she's and just burst into flames all of a sudden and then just come back down to earth and just like, yep, thank you. If it was me, I'm running out of the room. Look, I make up some shit. I got fucking emergency diarrhea or something. I need to. I'm going to a gas station bathroom. I don't know, but deuces gone.
Because it does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for your help. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry this wasn't a brighter update. I'm gonna hop off. I want to see how that woman looks. She's gonna wear that little varsity set.
Yes. Oh, Pauline, have you had a glass of wine tonight?
No, I have a lot of glow.
Okay, I'm like, Pauline is high energy. Usually when Pauline comes up here, she's very shy, from what I remember.
Yeah.
A little bit more introverted.
Demon.
A little bit, but I'm like, it's sad, so I have to like not be sad when I'm talking about it, you know?
Sure.